Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone, and it's time to go overpowered with Paladin. Obviously, if you play Paladin and go anything less than like 5, it's just really embarrassing. Alright, well, what do we take here? The healing card or the reach card? I'm gonna go for the Jouster because a 5/5 for 5 is fine in the arena. And a chance at a heal, I'd usually rather just have a heal bot. But still, a chance of a heal is sometimes better than no chance at all. Here, the Wolf is good with your recruits. But I'm going to take the Protector. I think the Divine Shield is better overall. Take the Cult Master here, just bite the bullet there and grab it. Booty Bay Bodyguard. Oh, Yeti, here we go. Seal of Light, one of the few removal cards that Paladin has in the early game. Murloc! Oh, God. Silence is so good. But Murloc Knight's just a game-winning card. I think it's one of the few cards I would take over my first Silence. This thing. So this guy has, I've just never seen him be that good. So I would take a Mech Warper over him. Do I take the Jormonger though for a big beefer taker? No, I'm gonna take the Mech Warper, get some mechs going. Spell damage or another Divine Shield? Let's take the Divine Shield. Man, this is tough. Blessing of Might is important sometimes for trading up, but I'm not gonna pass on a Crusher. I don't have any endgame right now. It's a huge endgame card. Peacekeeper, I feel like I haven't played with that in a while. That's nice to have. We'll take a Snowbolt there. Argent Lance is the only good card there. I hate to pass on the other two cards, but I need a Consecration because Mass Removal is really good. I lucked out and got another Silence. Now, here's an interesting one. So the Kodo gives me a little bit more mid-game beef. I already have an Argent Lance. I feel like another one probably not as good as either of these cards. Now this is, man, I want this. It goes really well with Murloc Knight. I can live the dream of Fencing Coach on turn 3 and then Murloc Knight on turn 4 with Inspire. I mean, that's so good the opponent cannot stop that. Of course, if they have a board advantage, you can get your free Murloc, but then they'll kill your Knight. Or I can just take the Kodo, which is probably the safest pick here. Let's go for the Kodo, although I might regret that. Alright, True Silver Champion seems fine. Only playable card there. This curve's not really working out for me. I've already got a lot of 2-mana plays here. I think we'll take the Knight just to make sure I got some beef, because if I don't get more endgame, I'm going to be in big trouble. I'd rather have just the 4/4 than the 2/4 that buffs my recruits, honestly. Sludge Belcher or Sunwalker. I think the Sludge Belcher is actually a better card, so I'm going to take it. This is a junk pick, unfortunately. Do I take a bad Taunt just to have Taunt? I think so. Murloc Knight number 2. It's greedy. The Golem definitely fits into my curve better, but whatever. It wins games. Shielded Minibot or the Kraken? Oh, jeez. That's tough. I think I gotta take the Kraken here for some more endgame. Although that was a tough pass. We'll take the Regent to fill in my curve. And a Dark Iron Dwarf. This guy just keeps showing his fat mug. Do I take him because he's on curve? We'll try it. I think Fairy Dragon was better there. I'll take the only playable card there. And yeah, I know Humility is technically playable, but Micro Machine's cool and all. But I'm going to get the Engineer for a little bit more card draw because I currently have like none of it. Lance Carrier, yes! Finally get to play with that. And only one playable card here. So actually, I don't know if that worked out that well. I don't think I don't know if I messed up drafting it. I think my drafting choices were fine. I mean, I did get a little bit greedy. Taking both Murloc Knights, honestly, because one of them was over my first Silence and one of them was over a Harvest Golem, which fit into my curve a lot better. But I have some endgame. I got the Crusher, got the Kraken, got a bunch of 5s. I have like, I think 2 or 3 5/5s for 5. The Kodo, that's the pick that will haunt me to my grave, because I could have taken the Fencing Coach, which with Murloc Knight could have led to some 6 starts. So like if I'm ever holding a Kodo in my hand on turn 3 and a Murloc Knight in my hand, then I just want to cry. Alright, so we have two mana minions, both of whom have wasted battle cries at the moment. This one has a 50% chance that it could have been a Geomancer. Do I waste this battle cry in the name of tempo? I think so. I think much as I hate to do this, I need to do this. Because Paladins, you gotta fight for the board. So I play this, then it becomes a 4/2. If she kills it with a Frostbolt or a Flame Cannon, then so be it. I'll make a Recruit. No, I'm not a Recruit. I make a Novice Engineer. Draw a card. Okay, this, you know, they trade. And I'm left with a 1-2, which is a little bit unfortunate, but whatever. I would still rather have this than just be sitting with a handful of cards staring at the 2-3 and having a coin. I guess I could have coined into the Brute. Maybe that would have been better. So is she on point? She is! Oh, she's going to get some sick card advantage here with this Acolyte. She could very easily get 3 cards with that guy. Well, nothing I can do about it. Except for hope my internet doesn't crash. There we go. Tony Danza! Great name. I might be able to throw the Cult Master down next turn and throw the Lance Carrier away at something and get a card. Kraken is going to be a while. Oh no, that's bad. That actually stops my Lance Carrier from surviving. Damn, that's annoying. Oh man, this is going to be a big coin flip on this Ogre Brute. I think I'm actually going to play the Peacekeeper on this Dwarf and try to kill it. Wait, I might as well kill the 1-2, right? No, because the 1-4 can hit my 3-3 and survive, so let's try this. Oh, please kill the Acolyte at least. God damn it! There's only a 1 in 4 chance of that happening. I have not had good luck with my Brute flips. Well, my board kind of is better than her board here, so I got that going for me, I suppose. Flame Cannon, no! Oh, no, that's not good. Whichever one she hit, that was just not good for me. I needed to kill this Dark Iron Dwarf, and now there's this thing in the way. Shit. Tuskar Jouster, not a bad flip. I mean, I could Consecrate here in what is like the lamest Consecrate of all time, but I don't care about the Joust. I'm wasting 5 of the 7 health. I did win it, so I gain 2 health. Well, it's a 5-5. I mean, this is better than the Healbot would have been, that's for sure. So now I'm just trying not to horrifically lose the game before I can play my North Sea Kraken. This could have been a shielded mini-bot, which I would have rather had. So perhaps that was a misdraft. Spellslinger, I have not had good luck with these historically. Alright, I get a cycling card. Could definitely have been worse. She, however, got a spell she's playing right now, so that's not encouraging. What you got there, lady? Lady? Lady. Hey, lady! Make a move! It sucks that Consecration plus Shiv doesn't kill either of these. That's annoying. She got Morgan Edge. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god damn it. I think she messed up. I mean, that was a free, like, well, not free. I guess it cost 3 mana. Plus 4 attack. Should have just killed a thing. Okay. So here, I got a Kodo that I can flip and hopefully kill the Dark Iron Dwarf with. I can also Consecrate. Now, that doesn't let me do anything, but it kills off these things so I can then use the Kodo next turn. But you know what they say, a good option now is better than the best option later. Now, I can actually kill this thing just by running my stuff at it, too, I suppose. I can actually Consecrate, and then Shiv, and then hit it for 5. Yeah, why don't I just do that? Why don't I clear her board? Oh, I should have played Shiv, always draw cards first, and all that jippity jazz. So we Shiv that. Thanks, Spellslinger. Clockwork Knights actually work pretty well in multiples. The first one's wasted, but then after that, +1/+1, so a Shattered Sun Cleric with 5/5 for 5 stats. She's got 6 cards, I have 6 cards, I got this lead on the board, she's got the play, it's anyone's game. This Kraken now feels better than it did a few turns ago. I have to wait 2 more turns before I play it, but it's huge. It takes out a creature, probably, and then like at least another card for removal, either a Polymorph or for a Fireball. But Maiden is like I'm not too concerned about, mainly because she dies to Kodo. Yeah, this is pretty good. So she's going to ping this, and then have it trade with the Sorcerer's Apprentice. She's taking a 1 in 8 odds that all of them hit this thing, and they all hit it! Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh my god, that was a 1 in 8 chance. It was a 1 in 8 chance of doing that, otherwise she was just going to waste her missiles, because I was going to obviously run into this. You've got to be fucking kidding me, wow. Alright, well, let's draw a card. As always, draw cards first and play the Kodo. The thing is, I'm still doing okay thanks to this Kodo, so I'm glad it wasn't Fencing Coach. So I have to make one more turn before I play Kraken. She's down a card. Because at the end of the day, the Arcane Missiles traded 1-for-1 against my Knight. I mean, that felt bad, but at the end of the day, it was still just a card-for-card trade, so my card advantage is looking pretty solid here. What does she have for 8 mana? I mean, if she plays a big creature, and I am a turn behind on this Kraken, I might not have an answer. Alright, Water Elemental's pretty good. For her, that is. As long as this Kodo lives, I can mostly deal with it. I can put a Divine Shield on the Kodo and then pop the Elemental. Do I want to, though? I really should kill this thing. Fallen Hero. Is she going to ping the Kodo here? She could. She could ping the Kodo and use the Sorcerer's Apprentice to kill my 1/1. Yeah. Or she can actually kill the Kodo. That's also a possibility. Alright, so she's trying to get board advantage. This is pretty smart. Alright, Argent Lance is a good top deck, so I will just play it. And I don't think I'm going to play the Cult Master this turn. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Alright, I win the Joust. Not that I care. And I could play these two guys, or the Cult Master and put Divine Shield on it, but she could just ping off the shield and then kill it with the Elemental. I don't know. Seems sort of... I mean, I could bait her into doing that. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to just get a card. See what it is. Spellbreaker. Alright. And then we're going to put Divine Shield on here. So now she has to ping this and throw the Elemental at it. Then this thing sticks around with 1 health, which is a pain in the ass, but I can at least hit it with my weapon. And I still have enough health that I can take a hit and not be worried about it too much. Alright, hopefully for 7 mana she doesn't have anything huge. She has a Flame Lance. Wow. Alright. So now this thing has 3 health. It doesn't get killed by my Lance, but it does get killed by my Kraken. Boom. Crack some balls. So that's, yeah, that's really... I think that makes up for not having the shielded mini-bot earlier. I mean, this threatens just to kill her in basically like 2 hits all by itself. She's got to have an answer Fireball or Polymorph right now. Does she actually have a Fireball to go with this Mage? Did she just top deck a Fireball? Flame Lance would have killed this. I think that Flame Lance was really weird. I think she should have just pinged off my shield and then thrown the Elemental to kill the Cult Master. I think that might have just been a straight up misplay. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, this could have been something big. This could have been a Jormonger. Well, let's just keep it real simple. Bam. And then I play on 9/9. That seems solid, right? There's no reason to commit the weapon to the face just yet. No, we'll just play all that stuff out. Oh, I should keep in mind that this synergizes with that. Now, having spent 6 mana on this, I wasn't going to be able to play both of them anyway. It was still going to cost 6 mana. But I should keep that in mind. So I have a 7 health and a 9 health. This isn't a big deal because I can silence it. Cone of Cold? Interesting that she's choosing not to kill the... Oh, she can. She can go 5, 6, ping 7. Alright, well played. She makes it. What? That makes no sense! Why would you do that? You just need to kill this thing. You know that, right? Well, anyway, the Dark Iron Dwarf lets me get the win right now. Even if I didn't have the win from this dwarf, it doesn't matter. Because she only had 10 damage, putting me at 9 health. Well, would I have risked the top-decked Pyroblast? I mean, yeah, it's an epic. So really, she wasn't going to kill me, no matter what she drew, unless it was a Pyroblast. So, I think she messed up. I think she used Flame Lance prematurely. And she obviously should have killed the Kraken there. So it's hard to say, since that opponent played badly, maybe she made some drafting choices that put the game out of her reach, or maybe she made some other misplays I didn't catch. I think that game might have come down to skill, not to toot my own horn too much. I think the opponent did make some serious misplays. Okay, didn't get any of my Murloc Knights. Let's see. Pretty happy about Kraken versus Bot. Pretty happy about Kodo versus Fencing Coach. Yeah, I think I'm just pretty happy with how I drafted so far. Maybe the Geomancer would have been better there than the Argent Protector. I think you gotta remember, though, when I was making that pick, I didn't have Consecration yet. Or Hammer. Or, well, any spell that deals damage. So the Geomancer would have just been a vanilla 2-2, so it really didn't make much sense. Now, I took the Snowbolt over the Big Dumb Beast, the vanilla 2-7. I don't remember if I had any spells at the time, but I think that's a risk worth taking. 1 health is fine to try to get a better minion. Horse. Well, I got Lance Carrier looking pretty bad here, actually, if I don't get something else to play, which I don't. Ugh. This hand does not inspire anything. Yeah, God, Inspire jokes are just the least. They're like just the drudgery, the bottom of the barrel, the sludge caskets of humor in Hearthstone. It's just not. It just doesn't take any effort or creativity. Like, oh, say the word inspire in a sentence while you're holding an inspire card. Ah! Anyway, this is a bad hand. I can't really play this on turn 4. I don't have anything till turn 5. I mean, I will play this on turn 2 just to get a creature on the table. Will I? Survive Shapeshift, to Recruit doesn't. You know what, maybe well, let's see what he plays. Obviously he plays like a 2-1 on turn 1. I will drop this out. No, I won't. I'd just rather make a Recruit. When would I play this over making a Recruit? I don't know. I should probably just play the Recruit, and then if he Shapeshifts to kill it, I'm biding some time. If he doesn't kill it, then I can buff the Recruit and make it into a 3-1. Alright, now we have a turn 4 play. Hooray. Please pass the turn. Oh god, a coin 2-drop here would just be the worst thing in the world. Pass the turn, pass the turn, pass the turn, please. Please, won't you please pass the turn? Please pass the turn. He mulliganed his whole hand. He has 4 cards. Probably would have been better for me to be second player here, given that he hated his hand and I hated mine. Oh, he's got it. Balls. Alright, well, what happens here is play a Recruit. If he shapeshifts, then he shapeshifts. At least he's not playing another creature. And if he doesn't shapeshift, then probably with 3 damage I'll be able to kill whatever he plays here. Unless it's like a 1-4, which there are some 2-drops that do that. I could also play a Peacekeeper, which is a bigger body than a Lance Carrier. I don't know if that's worth it to Peacekeep a 2-1 though. Well, what's my alternative? Making a Recruit? Ugh. Let's see, do I waste one of my deck's only answers to big minions? Ah, alright, that's good. So this, you might say, Papa Boris, you know, now he can shapeshift kill it, but you know what, if he throws the Infiltrator and shapeshifts to kill this, I am so friggin' happy. Because then on turn 4, I drop a Murloc Knight onto an empty board, and that's just a terrifying thing for him to behold, because he has to kill it. If he actually plays a real minion here, I would be much less excited. Now, if he does coin into a 4-drop, this will give me 5 damage and kill most 4-drops. Obviously not like a Frigid Snowball and crap like that, but most 4-drops it will kill. So, and then I'll be able to play a Recruit and get 2 Recruits out. Of course, then everything is vulnerable to swipe, but whatever. Pyromancer, does he have a... Well, he can use a coin here to damage this. Yeah. Is he just going to coin Shapeshift, though? Because that's a bit weak. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Alright, I think I'm going to just play a Yeti, then. There's no reason to throw this out and risk it dying when I have a perfectly reasonable alternate play, which is the Yeti. Holds up strong against the Pyromancer. And then I have a 5-5 next turn. Man, I'm so happy about this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is better than a Healbot. I mean, it really just depends on whether you need the healing, which is like the least insightful Hearthstone analysis in the history of the universe. So if you don't need the healing desperately, like having, and you know, you're talking about like the risk that you'll have this early on, just having a 5-5 for 5 with a chance of healing a few points of damage you might have taken up to that point, it's definitely better than the Healbot because the body's actually relevant. But if you need the healing to not die, then obviously this thing just sucks. Alright, Cultmaster's not the best top deck here. If I kill this thing, then the Divine Shield kills that. But the 5-5 kills is 3-3. I think this is worth it. Don't really care about the Joust, although it will heal me up fully. I lost the Joust, so I missed out on 6 points of healing, which may matter. He's got the free kill for the Yeti with a 3-3 left over. Next turn, then I have a choice. I can either play this or try to trade if he plays a big 5-drop like a Druid of the Claw, or I can play Murloc Knight and start the party if he actually lets me clear his board out. Really, though, what are the odds he wouldn't have a playable card? Not very high. Raptor's not that impressive. Cloakfield could be nice. No, I'm going to play the Lord of the Arena. Cloakfield is nice on turn 7. I can play Murloc Knight, Recruit, Murloc, and then Cloak the Knight, which is actually really good. Mark of Nature, boo! So this is a 3/6. Can I deal 1 extra damage to it? Well, okay, we got a lot of crap going on here. So I could play the Lance Carrier and kill this with my Jouster. And then for 4 mana, I have nothing good to play. Cult Master's not good. I don't want to play this out. Okay, so I could silence this back down to 3/2 and just kill that. Yeah, which then allows me to make a Recruit, which is better than playing the Lance Carrier. So I might as well do this because I have nothing else to play. So we silence that. And yeah, I don't have any more silences in the deck. So that's the risk of the choice I made there. Is I might regret not having a silence later, but this gives me the most board presence, which I think is what I need. I think playing the Lord would have been a mistake there. This was actually quite a bit better than the Healbot, because the Healbot would have healed me, but it would have been dead. Because of this, I have an Ice Rager on the field. Thank God for Ice Rager, we now have extra terminology. Savage Combatant is pretty good, so it allows him to kill the Spellbreaker. And unfortunately, then he has the 3/2 to kill my 5/2, and I can't kill this. The Lance Carrier plus the Recruit doesn't kill the Savage Combatant. Savage Combatant does kill Lord of the Arena. Alright, well, I guess we're going to make this move then. I could have played a Peacekeeper as well, but I think the Cloakfield gives me, or the Finicky Cloakfield is better overall. A bit vulnerable to swipe. I did get a pretty shitty Murloc, unfortunately. But the good news is that this Inspire effect is wasted on all these 1-health minions. If he makes a 7-mana play here, I've got a pretty good answer. I can actually Peacekeep it. I can also play Cult Master and trade out a bunch of cards. So I'd rather see like a War Golem here than see him play like a 5-drop and Shapeshift stuff to death. Tragically, I cannot play Peacekeeper and Cult Master and Recruit to get the Murloc Knight, but I can play Reinforce, Lance Carrier, and Master. Alright, he did actually play a 7-drop, so be careful what you wish for. He's gotten 2 Boombots now. That's awkward. So how do we do this? Do I have to kill Dr. Boom right now? I don't have to. I can play the Keeper and the Master. Throw these guys at it, get a... That doesn't seem right. Keeper and Master doesn't make sense, because then I don't get to make the reinforcement. So do I go for the cards right now, or do I make a reinforcement? Yeah, I think I need to make a reinforcement, see what Murloc I got. Hopefully it's something good. Got a 2/2, which is better than a 2/1, I reckon. And I think I'll go for a Cult Master here. And Lance Carrier. I could actually throw the Murloc Knight and both Recruits at Dr. Boom. But that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, I'm going to do this. Get a card. And then just roll the dice. Hoping that it kills, you know, one of these minions and gives me more cards. No, not the Cult Master! No! Oh, terrible. Alright, well, that's life. Of all the things. I would have rather had it, like, hit my face, honestly, to have another chance. Because I could have killed this Boombot, and then if the Cult Master were alive, I would have another chance of this Boombot killing something and giving me a card. Okay, well, it's a dicey game here. Mech Bearcat, Christ. Ugh. He's got some pretty sick endgame here. So I need this Boombot to not kill a creature. God damn it. Ah, now this thing stands in the way of my 2/2. I can't get past it. I have no buffs. Man. Alright, I'm actually going to draw a card because I'm pretty behind here. Consecration. Well, it doesn't actually do me any good. Pretty incredibly, because this thing survives. So we need to Peacekeep the Bearcat and just play this. Oh, wait a minute. Should I have played this and Consecrated for 3 damage across the board? I forgot about spell damage. I admit, I forgot about it. I should have done that. I should have done that. Damn it. Now this thing just dies unceremoniously to the Dr. Boom. Crap. Dr. Boom was so good, followed by the Bearcat as well. I didn't really get enough value out of the Murloc Knight or out of my Cult Master. And now, card-wise, he's doing great. He's got 8. I have like a little more than 8. I have 9, but he can make such favorable trades here. It's insane. Nope, I pretty much lost this, unfortunately. That is really too bad. Well, Dr. Boom's a good legendary. So his bomb, legendary, outbombed my bomb common. And he's going to get spare parts all day here, which could be significant. Okay, goodbye, Frigid Snowball. Oh, man. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Really got the panda off? Oh, man alive. That's bad. That is... And you still... Oh, no! That's so bad. Oh, man, I can't kill anything. I can consecrate and give him extra cards. Yeah, that's what's happening. And I'll play a recruit. I don't care that it gives him stuff to feed with his cards and spare parts and whatever the fuck. I just need to get stuff on the table here. So he's got Dr. Boom. He's got a 7/7 in hand. I have a 6/6 with no boombots and a 6/5 with taunt. It's looking bad. I don't really have anything in at all. Like Murloc Knight doesn't really hold up to as a good response to Dr. Boom. Shit on a stick. I've used my one consecration. I've just got nothing here. Nothing whatsoever. Can I go for the burn? Oh my god, you've got to be serious. Man, I was thinking I could kill Dr. Boom with the weapon plus my 3/3. Oh, but he had the stealth as well for good measure. Wowza dowza. Alright, well, -1 point, Stampede and Kodo. And Sludge Belcher. Is it worth it to True Silver that Boombot? I don't think so. Terrible. Just terrible. It's one of those games you can't even concede because it's like maybe something crazy will happen. But, wow. Man, he's got a lot of endgame, this guy. Alright. Please don't kill my Kodo. Thank you. So now I could hit his face and play a 9/9. But that doesn't seem right at all. We should really kill this thing. War of the Arena is actually not bad against his board because it trades with his creatures. I am down to 12 health though, which is a bit scary. So that missed joust on the Tuskar Jouster earlier is causing me some grief. If he had like 2 cards, I think I'd have a pretty good chance of winning. Even 3 cards, but 6 cards and 10 mana? Nah, it's just nothing. I got nothing here. It would take some kind of a modern miracle. Well, this is a disappointing loss, because it means a loss next round, and I'm suddenly at 1-2 with what I think is a pretty fine deck. Oh no! How many perfect answers to my board can this guy have? God damn. Well, that sucks. A lot of dongs. He's actually got lethal. My thanks to you, asshole. Go crawl into a barn, horse. Yeah, I told him. I fucking told him to go crawl into a barn. That's where horses go. Dipwad. Okay, well, so that game's over. Hopefully the next one isn't a loss, because if I lose the next one, then I'm at 1-2, and this deck will, well, it'll be the second deck in a row that I hyped that ended up doing terribly if I end up losing. But I don't know, I feel like I fought pretty well against some pretty strong cards from that Druid. And I also had a bad opening, so, alright. I'll give myself some credit for that. I think that was fine. So then, what do we got over here? A Paladin. You LaFang. Hey bro, you're the Fang. No, you LaFang. No, you are. Anyway, so do I keep both 3-drops here? Because if I do, I'm just resigning myself to playing a Recruit on turn 2. If I just keep one good one. But no, I'm going to keep this because this is good against some early creatures like Collude Hoarders. I'd even play it against a Mad Scientist, let him have his secret. Clockwork Gnome does have Death Rattle, so I wouldn't want to play it with my own Clockwork Gnome out. But if he has a Clockwork Gnome somehow on turn 3, then I would play the Purifier. And versus a Paladin, playing a Recruit on turn 2 isn't the end of the world, because Paladins really just don't have a hero ability that can counter this, nor any really good cards to counter the Recruit. Alright, he's got a 2-3, unfortunately. So I have to hope that my... Oh no, it's even worse than a 2-3. Oh man, oh friggin' man. Damn it. Can't catch a goddamn break. Alright, this is a rough turn. I'm going to play the Protector. Novice Engineer is just too slow. He can kill it with his board and then play a 2-drop and start to fall behind. I need to get this thing down and trade. Hopefully he doesn't have, you know, Divine Shield or any of that nonsense. He actually doesn't make the trade. Well, he gets away with murder there. He does get 3 extra damage snuck through, but doing that versus a Paladin tells me he's a bad player, because against a Paladin, you never want to sneak through 3 damage. Not only are you yourself a Paladin and your burn isn't that good, but honestly, just like, in general, you don't want to leave Paladins with a creature up that can get Divine Shielded and kill your stuff. So this guy's going full bore for the face. I think I have 2 choices. I can put a health on this and kill that, or I can just play the Novice Engineer and kill this. It seems about as good. So we'll kill that. Now Consecration clears my board. Then I guess True Silver to kill this or play a 5-5. Geez, I'm actually getting hit pretty hard because of these face shenanigans, which again is not the right play, but it ends up being annoying for me here. So hopefully I win this joust. He does seem to have a very aggressive deck. Nope, lose it. So I'm down to 15 health. It's a little bit scary. I guess he could aggro me down and just have his bad plays win him the game. It's possible. That's always the risk. Just because someone plays badly doesn't mean they lose. Hell, I've played badly tons of times and still won. So he could just, you know, get away with it, basically. Alright, so this is bad because this is 7 damage and I have the +1 health, not the +1 attack, which is what I actually needed. I don't have any recruits out to kill this thing with, so it sucks, but I have to do this and lay out the Murloc Knight. It's not what I want to do, but I have to distract this Ventrico Mercenary somehow. So he can get me down to 8 and then just try to finish me off because I missed the health on the Jouster. He could very easily just burn me down. In fact, this is enough damage to kill me. Oh my god, that's just a horrible play. Holy crap. He needs to hit me in the face down to 8, whack me with the face down to 4, and then be threatening lethal with the weapon. So that's really bad play. Not only should he not have been hitting me in the face this whole time, but he should have continued to hit me in the face, if that's the strategy that he committed to at the beginning. So, what do we do here? I gotta be careful how I play this. I kind of want to hit his face to get the healing, but I can also play the Warhorse Trainer and Dark Iron Dwarf, which would let this thing hit for 4, which doesn't actually do me any good. Yeah, Dark Iron Dwarf by itself would let these things trade into his Ventrico Mercenary. But I need to minimize my odds. Wait a minute. If I play a True Silver and heal, then I don't have enough damage to kill this without throwing my knight away. So, do I risk he doesn't have 4 damage? 4 damage is a little bit tough to come by. I'm going to risk it. And let's... I guess I really should do this first. To see what I get. Puddle Stomper. Alright, so we kill that. We kill that. We kill that. And let's do that, I guess. Wow, this is a really annoying loss. The guy played terribly. He took shots in the face against a Paladin. And then he had the Consecration for my board on turn 4. He had a huge minion to follow up with. He still played badly. He'd be winning right now if he had just hit me in the face with the weapon last turn. And now if he doesn't... He still needs to hit me in the face, because that's still his best shot of winning. Now he's actually in a little bit of trouble, because I can clear his board with my stuff, and then it's my turn to play, so I can play more stuff. So he really, really should have hit me in the face with one of those things. That's actually a nice flip, so I can kill the Yeti, Fairy Dragon, and now I actually have a decent chance of winning. So the misplays caught up to him. He made some bad plays early on that dealt some extra damage when he shouldn't have, which put him in a position to burn me out, but then he made a misplay and didn't go for the face, which put me in a position to kill him. Now, he can still win with something like an Arcane Golem and a Blessing of Kings. It's not like this is over by any means, but I have a pretty good shot of beating him now just because of my superior board. This isn't particularly good. He needs answers or big minions, not cards. Does he have a pirate? Nope. Alright. This doesn't help me. Okay, let's see what I get first for my Murloc. +1 attack, that's actually useful, so we'll do this. And... Can I oh shoot, could I have killed him? Oh god. 6, 10, 14, no, I couldn't have killed him. Let's do that, that. Let's heal away from the range of charge plus Blessing of Kings. And should I play this guy? I want to save him as a surprise. Let's play the Purifier. I don't think I'm going to get to use that Battle Cry, and a 4-3 is just the hardest hitting thing I have. So I'm threatening lethal here. It's very unlikely he can deal 10 damage to me. Yeah, he misplayed a whole bunch. So that was basically 2 wins that... One of them was clearly a win just because the opponent misplayed. The game against the mage I might have won anyway, even if she'd played better. And then a devastating loss to someone who had all the answers all the time. Alright, we have time for one more game, so let's see if we can get up to 3-1. 2-2 with this deck would be so depressing. Hut, Hut, and Hike. Genersis, the Hunter. Alright. Pretty fair matchup. We got some early plays, which is nice. True Silver, I don't think you want to keep here. Alright. Jouster could be good against a Hunter. He hates his hand and mulliganed it all, so it's a good thing I'm second, so that he got less to mulligan away. I've said many times before, I don't think it's correct to coin a Novice Engineer, so I won't. We'll just play it on turn 2. Direwolf. Alright, I think here it makes sense to just Seal of Light and kill it. I do waste the healing, which is a non-trivial cost against the Hunter, but I kill that thing, and I think it's important as a Paladin to fight for board presence. So hopefully my 4-3 will be able to trade with his 3-drop. Acolyte of Pain. Yep, it will trade. One of those could have been a Geomancer. Doesn't really matter here, though. So now I've got up to 4 damage that I can deal for free with the Divine Shield. Ah, this thing. Well, that's kind of annoying. So I can hit it and take it down to 1 health and not kill it. Or I can play the Dark Iron Dwarf and trade them. I think this is the right play. Let's get rid of that Sen'jin. I mean, I got this Jouster next turn, so I could have made that move. And like also played a Novice Engineer or something, but I'm not guaranteed to win the Joust. Alright, do I pop off the shield? No, I think I kill the Acolyte. And then it sucks that this thing gets to kill me with its shield. But what I could do is I could actually put a Divine Shield on it. Ah, I think that's the right move. So yeah, we'll put a Divine Shield on like this. And I could coin into the Snowbolt, but I think now is the time for the Novice Engineer. Because that trades nicely against the Scarlet Crusader. Alright, well, it kind of sucks that I got the Spellbreaker. Maybe I should have played her first. Then I could have coined the Spellbreaker, but no, that doesn't make sense. The Sat would have then still died to the Scarlet Crusader. Hi, main. Well, good thing I didn't play my Spellbreaker yet. So here's kind of an awkward moment. I don't have 5 damage to deal, but this is still fine. So we'll do this, and I think let's keep it simple. We'll whack it. Play this guy, kill it, and then pop the shield. And then she gets to kill whatever she wants with the Crusader. She can also get 4 dogs, which would suck, because I didn't play the Sludge Belcher. Yeah, 4 dogs would be bad, because I don't have my Consecrate. But she doesn't have the dogs. I didn't place things correctly. Explosive shot clears my board. I could have avoided that. Wow, that's a lot of buffing going on here. So I think we'll just keep it simple. Let's play the Sludge Belcher. Kill that thing. Kill that thing. Pop the shield of that thing. I'm going to actually play a Loot Hoarder here because I know she doesn't have, or I know he doesn't have dogs. And I think the extra power in the card is worth more than the recruit. This deck does have that guy that buffs recruits, so sometimes playing, you know, playing recruits is worth it. Alright, so he gets a Squire, which is a 2-2. That's alright. I can deal with it, and this being a 5-4, I can kill it right now with my Spellbreaker, so everything's okay. Okie dokie, so let's see what card I get before we make any further commitments. Lord of the Arena, not bad. Let's kill that. Let's play this, because I already have a Taunter, so there's no urgency for the Lord. Let's see if I win the Joust. I do, just barely. So that's 7 pretty huge health. Let's kill that. Let's play this. Let's do this. And this. The Sludge Belcher will hold up if he has dogs. I didn't position correctly against Explosive Shot again. This should have been on the outside because he has the most health. Heckler is annoying here. I don't have any 4 health things and it kills my 5-5. But it's not the end of the world. I can just trade the Gnome and the 2-1 for it. Yeah, that seems fine. So we'll kill this like so. Reversing switch. Doesn't seem worth it. We'll kill that like so. Get 5 damage on the face. Play this. And you know what? This coin's never getting used, so I might as well just play that. So yeah, that was going to be good with the reversing switch and hit him for 6. Okay, let's make the video a little long. We're at 42 minutes, so I could definitely stop here, but let's do one more game. I want to see if I can make it to 4 wins and feel good, or be at 3-2 and feel vulnerable. Either way, I made it out of the 2-win zone, which is the shame zone that I never want to be in. Still haven't been in there. 13 runs and counting, knock on wood. But I'd rather have a little bit of an over-long video than a little bit of an over-short one. Man, I gotta say, most of my games doing this format, where it's, you know, each video starts a new run, end up being about 45 minutes anyway, except for when I lose quickly in the second video. So it probably is just the better format, and I spent a whole year making things in the wrong format. That could have been a fencing coach, in which case I would have kept him and had a turn 3 play. This is pretty great, though. So, what's weird is, I don't necessarily want to coin these things out, because if I coin out this and she pings it, then the Lance looks kind of stupid on turn 2. But it's still fine. I'm still using my mana. Ah, okay. So do I coin into the Lance? Yeah, I'm going to coin into that Lance. And I'm going to whack this thing. It sucks if I'm just spending the 2-mana weapon and a coin to kill a 1-drop. But, hey, it turned out to be a Stormforged Dex. And, still, it's worth it for the board control. This way, I play the Loot Hoarder on turn 2, and if she wants to ping it on turn 3, you know, it's not exactly a tempting play. So this thing's more likely to actually do me some good. She pings. It looks like she had a card she could have played, so maybe she doesn't want a card that dies to Argent Lance. I don't know. If she does have a card that dies to Argent Lance, she's not going to be happy seeing this, because it'll also, whatever she has will also die to Loot Hoarder. Okay, so this worked out well. I made this, you know, coin play for the Lance to kill the Mana Worm with 2 attacks. I think that was worth it. And now we've got a 4-3 for 3 next turn. Grunt is interesting. Do I throw the Loot Hoarder at it? There's a lot of different options here. Well, if I don't throw the Loot Hoarder at it, then I can't play the Purifier. So if I didn't just top deck this, I would have definitely run in so I could play the Purifier. But now I kind of want to play this guy. But then again, his Battlecry, or his ability does nothing because I have no recruits out. I really need this on the table. But that would require me getting rid of this. So either I have a 2-1 or a 2-4, or and no weapon, or I have a 4-3 and a 2-1 weapon. What's better? I think the 4-3 is better because I have the Protector to give it Divine Shield, so I'm going to trade that in. Ah, so I can get a 4-4. But I think that makes no sense. This Death Rattles, or this Battlecry is not likely to be useful, so I'm just going to play it. I want something that can guaranteed hit for 4 damage. I don't care about the health because I've got this Divine Shield. And in a pinch, this can always be used as a healing spell in case I end up taking too much damage with my weapon. Mobijan Warden. It's interesting. It doesn't actually die to the combo that I have. Well, in that case, do I make this in a recruit? Or just this guy and this guy just to, you know, get more creatures on the table? Let's go for this. And let's do this. I might regret not having the Divine Shield later, but here's the thing. It's a 2-2. It doesn't get pinged to death. If she wants to run this guy to 2-2 and ping it, that's fine. That's 40% of her mana. But it also takes damage out of the Warden, which then lets me kill it off with the Lance, and then use my minions to deal damage to other stuff. This could have been a shielded mini-bot, which would have been better here, I think. Okay, so she's got a 3-5, which is a really strong thing in general. Another Argent Protector. Well, with Seal of Light, I can deal 4 damage, which is kind of wasted. But I'm actually going to waste damage no matter what, because these are all odd numbers and all mine are even. Okay, let's just get greedy then. We'll do this, this, that, and the other thing, and let's play the Brute. I mean, a 4-4 is better than a 2-4. I'm willing to lose the coin flips. We're turning away from Flame Strike where all this dies. She's down to 5 cards. I've got 7, so I've done a really good job with card advantage here, thanks to Argent Lance and these Divine Shieldy dudes. Of course, the card that she wants is Blizzard, but that's a rare. What are the odds she got it in her draft and drew it? I'm willing to play into the Blizzard. And she's got to play something this turn, so these guys will have a chance to trade away before the Flame Strike hits. Cone of Cold? Huh. Well, she goes down a card. Well, she doesn't go down a card because she gets to ping away a creature, so she's not going down a card. That was honestly a pretty good play for her. Stops me from attacking her, and she can Flame Strike next turn, if of course she has it. Sludge Belcher's a really good top deck, because it survives the Flame Strike, makes Flame Strike less appealing. And I'm just biding time till I can play the Kraken. Next turn's not looking hot, I just have this and the Recruit. It's kind of ugly. Alright, well the Sludge Belcher hangs on in there. Dark Iron Dwarf, I'm going to play it just for the body. If she has a second Flame Strike, then she can go fuck herself. I'm not going to play around double Flame Strike. This is the biggest body I have. Playing a Recruit. Well, maybe playing a Recruit would have been okay, because she's going to ping the Belcher, so the Recruit could have survived and done an extra damage, but it's just not that impressive. Without Muster for battle, this guy's kind of weak. What is that, a Flame Lance? Frostbolt. She's going to Frostbolt ping the Dwarf. Oh no, she's going to Frostbolt ping the Sludge Belcher. Nope, ping the Dwarf? I think it's a mistake. I think it's better to ping the Belcher and then have the Dwarf be frozen. Kill him later. Oh, she's actually going to silence the Sludge Belcher. I see what you did there, milady. Alright, 1 turn away from the Kraken, so if she has a good minion next turn, I'm going to be in trouble. If I get a bad top deck, I'm also in trouble. Alright, I got a good top deck, though. Whoop, whoop. Do I throw away the Sludge Belcher on the grounds that it's going to get pinged? No, because if she pings the Belcher, she keeps this Recruit alive, so I feel like this is a sensible play. Okay, that was a really good top deck with the Lord. I'm still beating her on cards. She's a mage. She can always come back if she has the right cards, but she's down to just 4. She pings the Belcher. I got, let's say I can throw this Recruit at something, plus the Kraken for 6 damage, which is kind of significant. She needs something with more than 6 health to have a good play against what I've got in my hand. This is actually pretty solid as well, because it survives against the Recruit. And that's solid as well, because it could copy my Kraken. Alright. So, let's find out what we got here. Is this a duplicate or an effigy? It is. It's an effigy. She got a 3-2, which I'm fine with, so let's kill it. And play the Kraken. Oh boy, that Kraken's really good. I don't know why I ever hesitated about it. I was like, oh, it's 9 mana if you're behind. Is it 2? But that card's like a 2-for-1 almost always. Or it just wins you the game because it's a 9 damage, 7 health minion. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Alright, so the Water Elemental is currently set to trade with my Lord of the Arena unless this card is an answer for that Lord. Hogger? Ugh. Well, it's good that I have Consecration here. Clears the way up to Hogger and lets me kill that thing. Now, hang on a second. Can I win? We got 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 11 is actually 16 on the nose, so it's a good thing I looked for the win. Do not need to kill Hogger here. We just need to go whackety smackety clackety do. Alright, that was good. Definitely happy about the Kraken over the mini-bot. Pretty happy with all my drafting choices, honestly. This is looking pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and or subscribe, and I'll see you again soon where we find out if I can take this to 7 wins. Take care, everybody.